Hi everyone, I'd like to show you how to deploy a Layer 3 switch on a LAN. A switch can function as the Layer 2 device and configure with VLAN assignment to implement communication on the same network segment. A switch can also function as the Layer 3 device and configured with the gateway to implement communication across network segments. Here we describe how to deploy a Layer 3 switch on a LAN. As shown in the figure, PC1 belongs to VLAN 2.0 and PC2 belongs to VLAN 3.0. The IP address of PC1 is 20.2.1.2 and the gateway address is 20.2.1.1. The IP address of PC2 is 30.3.1.3 and the gateway address is 30.3.1.1. The gateway of PC1 and PC2 is deployed on the switch. Which configurations need to be performed on the Layer 3 switch so that PCs can connect to the external network? Let's see the configuration roadmap and procedure. Ensure that a sub-interface on the router interface connected to the switch has been configured. The IP address of that sub-interface is 10.2.1.1. and the sub-interface terminates packets from VLAN 2. Static routes have been configured on the router. Here the router configuration is complete. Let's see the configuration of the switch. Step 1. Run the VLAN batch command to create VLANs. Step 2. Configure VLAN IF interfaces. Configure IP addresses 10.2.1.2, 20.2.1.1, and 30.3.1.1 for VLAN IF2, VLAN IF20, and VLAN IF30 respectively. Step 3. Configure GE0\0\1 and GE0\0\2 as access interfaces and add them to VLAN 2.0 and VLAN 3.0 respectively. Step 4. Configure GE0\0\3 as a trunk interface and add it to VLAN 2. Step 5. Configure a default route. The next hop address of the default router is 10.2.1.1, that is, IP address of the router sub-interface. Let's move to the operations. Log in to the device and enter the system view. Step 1. Run the VLAN batch command to create VLAN 2, VLAN 2.0, and VLAN 3.0. Step 2. Create VLAN IF interfaces. The IP address 10.2.1.2 of VLAN IF2 is the next hop address of the static route of the router. The IP address 20.2.1.1 of VLAN IF20 is the gateway address of PC1, and the IP address 30.3.1.1 of VLAN IF30 is the gateway address of PC2. Step 3. Configure GE0\0\1 and GE0\0\2 as access interfaces and add them to corresponding VLANs. Run the port link -type access command to configure an interface as an access interface, and run the port default VLAN command to add the interface to a VLAN. Step 4. Configure GE0\0\3 connected to the router. Run the port link -type trunk command to configure GE0\0\3 as a trunk interface, and run the port trunk allow -path VLAN 2 command to add GE0\0\3 to VLAN 2. Step 5. Configure a default route. The next hop address of the default router is 10.2.1.1, that is, IP address of the router sub-interface. The switch configuration is complete. Let's check whether the configuration is correct. Run the display VLAN 2.0 command. The command output shows that GE0\0\1 has been added to VLAN 2.0 in untagged mode. Run the display VLAN 3.0 command. The command output shows that GE0\0\2 has been added to VLAN 3.0 in untagged mode. Run the display VLAN 2 command. The command output shows that GE0\0\3 has been added to VLAN 2 in tagged mode. Run the display this command in the system view. We can find the configured static route. That's all about the configuration of the Layer 3 switch. To obtain more information about common configurations and typical features of Huawei switches, see the All About Switches threads. How can we find these threads? We can enter, quote, all about switches, unquote, site:/Huawei.com. In the search field of Google, click any of the displayed links to enter Huawei Enterprise Support Community. For details about more features, visit the home page. The All About Switches threads describe typical configurations and users' questions about Huawei switches. Okay, that's all about today's sharing. Thank you.